Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You guys know my name's Ginger. Our channel is called Just Ginger. And I say our channel because if it wasn't for you guys and being part of my family, we wouldn't be here. So again, this is just as much as yours as it is mine. So again, welcome. If you guys are new here, hi. Don't forget to go down and hit the subscribe button. And remember, you guys, hit the like button as well on this video. And you can do that by shrinking down the chat. And then there's the like button, and then you go back to live feed. Okay, so I am so very sorry that I have been MIA for the last few weeks. I just had some personal things going on in my life. And as you guys know, I lost my mom, my sister and I, Gina Hensley. Hi, sis. We lost our mom, and it was tough for us. We had, a couple weeks of, bummer. If it wasn't for my sister, I would still be in a very, very dark place. So sister, thank you for pulling me out of that dark place. I do appreciate it. And for everybody who sent me, condolences and whatnot, you guys don't know how much I appreciate you hanging in there with me while I was doing my personal thing. And this is my first video, making it alive. Hello, coming back to you guys for the last few weeks. I've missed you guys so very much. Hey Logan, how's it going? But anyway, you guys, thank you so much. And so we're going to do a few announcements, which one, you guys, I'm still doing that community pin board. I've only got a few pins up there right now, but what I'm trying to do is collect pins from you. It can be a pin that means something to you. It can be a pin that, oh, hey, look, this reminds me of Ginger, or hey, I just want to put this on the Just Ginger family community board, and I will put that up there. I'm trying to fill a board with pins from the community. So I would love it if you guys would just come on in, throw a pin up there. Well, okay, you might have to mail it in and I'll throw it up on the pin board. And I hope to fill it. It's pretty big, sorry, but it was on the wall before all this started. Hey, Jason, that's my husband who's not here. Okay, you guys, so why don't we just get into today's guest? I personally think she's just an amazing young lady. Every single time I watch her videos, she is bubbly, she's positive. Even though things are going on in her life, you would never know, because every time she comes on a YouTube video, girl is ear to ear smiles. I adore her personality. I adore her bravery for putting out to the world. For example, I'll let you tell her, but she's got some hair loss, which is tough for a female, but this girl embraces it, and she posts pictures on her Instagram, and I'm just admire her for being so brave, which is what I kind of want this channel to be brave and be kind. So you guys, who is ready for today's guest? It is Rebekah she's from Dole Whip a Day. So Rebekah, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am
Thank
wonderful.
You so much for having me on.
Thank you. Everybody say hi to Rebekah.
Hi, everyone. I see you guys in the comments. It's good that everyone's here today.
Let's take a moment and say hi to everyone. Princess and the Bean, hello. Exploring the Magic, hello. Oh, Karen Disney, Inside Andy, Kelly's Crazy Addiction. Oh, look, Logan Kerber has even said, well, hi, Rebekah. He is a friend.
Hello.
He's a young man. Like, Logan, how old are you? Tell us how old you are. Disney Inside Andy, hello. Gina says hello. Magical Disney Pals, she also says, I love Rebekah. She is so sweet. Oh my gosh, Kelly, don't you think so? And I applaud this young lady for being so brave and just being true to herself. So Kelly over at Magical Disney Pals, she says, I love Rebekah. She is so sweet. Oh, and change of subject real quick. My friend Logan is almost 11.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining us.
He is just a dear, sweet kid. So let's focus on Rebekah, who hosts, hosts Dole Whip a Day over on YouTube. So Rebekah, welcome. Tell me about Rebekah.
Oh, okay. So I am a school teacher. I started YouTube, I guess about 2 years ago now, almost. or a year and a half, more like a year and a half.
Okay.
I am a Southern girl. I was born and raised in the
Yeah.
South in a small town. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice. I am a teacher, but I never planned to be a teacher. It sort of just happened. But I love it.
Okay, with that being said, what grade do you teach? Hello, two tiny wings.
Hi. I teach kindergarten. I teach 3 and 4-year-olds. So really it's pre-K.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's going to kindergarten at 3 years old? So you said that you did not intend to be a teacher. What does that mean? Explain to all of us what that means.
Definitely. So in college, I actually entered college as an English major to begin with. Then after I took some classes and different things, I ended up changing my major to world religion. And I kind of wanted to do some form of religious journalism, maybe like promoting peace among people of different religions and things like that. But after I graduated college, I just kind of was at a standstill. I couldn't find much work. I went through some health issues and things like that, and so I started substitute teaching because throughout college I had done some work in daycares and after school programs and things like that. And so I started substitute teaching. One of the schools, they liked having me there. And so they called me last summer and they said they had this position open where a teacher had left. And they asked me if I would take it. And I said, sure. And I took it and the rest is history.
Oh my gosh, I can just imagine you in a classroom of little kids. I bet you're just their favorite teacher ever.
Oh, thank you. Well, they're my favorite kids ever. I do love them so much. And we start school here again in a couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to meeting my new group of kids. But I am going to miss my very first group. They were extra special.
I want to give a shout out real quick to my mother-in-law, Kathy Tyner. She said, I'm here, hon. I think this is the first time she's actually ever been on a live. So hello, Kathy Tyner. She's my mother-in-law. I want to say hello. Gosh, there's so many people that I'm kind of flying through. I just don't want to be rude. Hey, Siskateers. Hello. You guys, I want you on a show so bad. I was talking about you so much in one of my past lives. I just really want to talk to you. So just leave a Saturday open and we'll talk. Let's see. Kathy, this is Kateers. Disney Pin Love. Oh, I really want to talk to you too. Did you hear about my community pin board? We're going to talk about that more today. So thank you. Let's just go ahead. Julia and Braden over at Princess and the Bean. I'm sorry I don't know everybody's names, but you guys, God, there's a lot there. Taking a quick break to support. Okay. Okay. So teacher. Just fell into a teaching job because, that's like getting a degree in political science. It doesn't always give you what you want,
Exactly. It doesn't always work out the way you plan.
Yeah. All right. So you mentioned health issues. Now, don't feel pressure to talk about them, but I know you're very open with them on Instagram.
Yes.
Do you mind talking about, well, for example, hair loss was one of your issues?
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to share. So I'm in recovery from an eating disorder. I've been in recovery for about 2 years now, so it's not a recent thing. And I also struggle with something called trichotillomania, which is it's a mental health disorder that is the compulsive urge to like pull out your hair. It's kind of like an OCD thing, something you can't really control. So I struggle with those kinds of things. And a couple of years ago, they had me kind of down and out for a while.
What do you mean down and out?
So I had reached a point with my eating disorder where I actually had to go into the hospital and be on a feeding tube and things like that. And I was in treatment for about 6 months. So that was a couple of years ago, though. So.
Okay, so your hair loss, you said, I can't say that name. That's a long word?
Yeah, trichotillomania. It's a very long word.
That's the pulling out of the hair?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you're in recovery?
Mm-hmm.
recovery? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you say you're in recovery. You also mentioned to me, because we did have a little side conversation, that you actually went into, I hope you don't mind, like a
Oh,
facility.
no, I don't mind at all. No, I'm very open about all of it.
Okay, so you went into a facility, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And hi, being a Jean Claire. And in this facility, you got in-depth treatment to help with your eating disorder.
I did.
How are you doing with that, by the way?
I'm doing really well. I'm probably doing the best that I've been doing, since it all happened right now.
Oh, good for you. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, look at this right here. Oh my goodness. I am so glad to hear that you're on the mend. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
And then somebody else says, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, my husband just peeked in here. Okay, well, we're going to talk about that, obviously. I think it's very brave of you to always post pictures and talk about it. I know you do a lot of that on Instagram, but yeah, and I just really, really thank you for doing that. Also, next question. You also say you like to spread the word and you like to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should.
You do? Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yes, sure, of course. So I feel like sharing my experiences kind of gives purpose to what I went through. There are people out there who are struggling, who don't know what to do. They don't know where to go to find help. They or they might be afraid that they're the only ones going through it, or that, something's like deeply wrong with them because they're struggling. And I just want not to normalize it in the sense of like saying that it's healthy and good, but show people that like regular everyday people do struggle with this stuff. And yeah, exactly, that they're not alone, and that there is hope beyond what you're struggling with now. There is life on the other side. And I think that that's what I want to convey through my channel and through sharing things like on Instagram.
Oh, that is so awesome. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been putting up a lot of different quotes here, and it's like everybody is saying like Jason says, what a positive example and inspirational. That is so nice. The Siskateers say you're such an inspiration. Hey, Tamajama. Oh, Gina says that, my sister, she says she's in awe. Let's see. There's so many positive things here. I just really want you to know that I don't even know who this is from just yet. I saw it. Kelly's Crazy Disney Addiction. You are so strong and so inspirational. You just amaze me.
Goodness. You guys are so sweet. Thank you all so much.
So many lovely, inspirational. Oh gosh, just look at this.
Oh wow.
Y'all are gonna make me cry. Yeah, they're gonna make me cry. But I do appreciate it. Okay, let me turn this down real quick. Don't cry. Did you bring a tissue?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yeah. Okay, so I appreciate that, and we can circle around back that. I'm glad that you're on the mend now. You're still in process, right?
Yes, I'm definitely on the upswing. I mean, there's still hard days, things can be tough sometimes, but definitely the overall trend is upward, which is really, really positive.
That is super good. Let's see here. We've got, I don't know what's going on. I just went over. I wanted to make sure I hit the like button. So if you guys will make sure you go down and hit the like button. And remember, if you guys are really inspired by Miss Rebekah here, feel free to go over to her channel, Dole Whip a Day, and give her a subscription if you like, because she doesn't just talk about heart hands. She is such a doll when it comes to opening Disney boxes. So do you remember your first Disney box? Like, was it
it was a beauty box.
Okay. Tell me about that. Do you remember?
I do remember. So I remember last year during, the whole, pandemic thing, I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I've always loved Disney. So I started watching a lot of Disney YouTube, and I came across Bibbidi unboxings, and I was bored, from being in quarantine all the time. So
Yeah.
I decided I was going to get myself a box. And I did. And the rest was history. It's actually kind of funny, though, because my very first box, actually, my big item was a Spirit jersey. It was the Flower and Garden Spirit jersey from that year. And I already had it.
What?
And I was so happy that
Books.
that they followed my preferences so well, and that they knew exactly what I liked. But I was also like, oh man, my first box and my big item is something I already have. So that was just an excuse to get another box.
Darn it, keep going.
I know, and then it became an addiction.
I know. I love getting the boxes. If you guys could see, because I haven't done anything in a couple of weeks, if you could see the boxes sitting around here, well, you guys might scream at me because there's so many things to show you guys. I did open one, and that's because I needed some packing out of a box because I just sent off a box. I'm gonna do a puppy swap with the kiddos.
Oh, that's fun.
So my little Lily put together a box for Rufio over at a couple of kiddos. So I had to send that.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
Yeah. So it was fun shopping for a puppy. I just like their dog is always in their videos. Mine likes to peek in every once in a while. So my first Bippity box, you guys know I love Frozen. And subscription boxes are addicting. Yes, they are, Devin. Devin, thank you so much for joining us today. My first box, because I told him I love Frozen, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to get. I got a Danielle Nicole, like a tote bag.
Okay.
I'm like this. What's this? Kind of. Because initially I was like, okay, well, I'm never going to carry this bag, which I've never carried the bag. I still have it. Maybe it'll be a giveaway or something. And then I got a tray and I got a mug, and it was Frozen themed like no tomorrow. And I think I also got a wallet, and I was like, "This my first lounge fly." Oh, wait, that oh, I'm mixing my boxes up. Anyway, I love getting the Bippity boxes. I love Magic at Your Door. I love all my boxes. So, okay, staying on to, let's see here. Hi, Ryan Pixler. How are you? Yeah, they get you every time. Have you ever got a subscription box where you're just like this? What?
I got one time that was, I got like 2 pins and a pair of socks. And it was okay. Like I liked that, but I was kind of like, maybe not my favorite.
So yeah,
underwhelmed is the right word. Like I liked what I got. It just wasn't like wow. And I've been so spoiled that I'm used to being like, oh my goodness. And it wasn't quite that reaction.
I swear, sometimes I watch you and you're like this, okay. Oh my gosh, I got a pin, just like me. You get something and you're like, what in the blazing saddles are you giving me this for? And you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I got a pin.
Yeah.
And I love them. I'm not bagging on them, man. I love them. I have much respect. And like the time I got the Star Wars wallet, I was like, but I loved it. And I love them. So I'm never going to bash them. Oh, did somebody, what? Wait, hold up. What? Did somebody just donate $5?
Oh, that is so sweet.
And now you're going to make me cry. Thank you. I'm so glad to be back live, you guys. You have no idea, the few weeks I've been through. Yeah. So that makes me happy. I think I'm going to go buy myself a soda and maybe I don't know. Anyway, oh my gosh, you're making me so, Susan, thank you. I didn't even know I was allowed to do that. Oh, never got a super chat before. That just hit me weird. I'm sorry about that, Rebekah.
Yay.
Okay, so you guys, we have to mark this because that is the first time I've ever got a super chat. I didn't even know they existed on my channel. So Thank you
That's
so
awesome.
much. Oh, go buy myself a coffee or something. You know, I will do that. Let's have no socks. Okay, I missed a comment from Ajana Claire, but my husband says note to self. No socks for Ajana Claire. Girl, I hear that. I'm very specific about socks. And the Disney ones don't do it for me. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to you. You just recently went on a Disney trip.
Yes, I went at the end of June.
Oh, okay. It looked amazing. And you went with just you and your mom. It was a girls' trip.
It was a girls' trip. Me and my mom, we actually were gifted the trip to Disney, which is beyond my wildest imagination. But a very dear friend did that for us.
Oh my, so wait, a dear friend gifted you a trip to Disney World.
Yeah. It still blows my mind. Like I still can't get over it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like when you say gifted, like she paid for everything?
She did. I mean, we paid for like our own food and stuff, but she paid for the hotel, the tickets, and transportation, everything. Yeah, it was, like I said, I'm still trying to get over it because I mean, who does that, right? Like, absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh. And when you went, you were Disney bounding and you looked adorable.
Oh,
You
thank
guys,
you.
again, go check her out. She's my goodness, you're over at Dole Whip a Day on YouTube. And what is
Mhm.
your Instagram?
My Instagram is Rebekah.Bell2425. And Rebekah is spelled K-A-H instead
Yeah.
of B-C.
R-E-B. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. Rebekah, right?
Rebekah, yes.
Okay, you guys, don't forget, go check her out. We have a lot to talk about here. Okay, so tell me about the trip. Let's talk Disney.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love talking Disney. I could do it all day. So we arrived there. We stayed at the Art of Animation Resort. And oh my goodness, that resort is amazing. Like, I had no idea how great it was. You hear Value Resort and you think, okay, maybe it's a little bit less than, but it's not. I mean, it was so Disney themed. And personally, I love that. Like, I would almost rather stay in this like super fun Disney themed resort, than something that's a little less Disney. So there were these big icons everywhere. We stayed in the Little Mermaid rooms, which were just so themed. Yes.
Now, did you get to pick that or did they pick that for you?
So we did get to pick. We were given a list of several different resorts we could pick from, and we picked the Art of Animation one because every time I've been to Disney in the past, it's been with my whole family, and I figured that we probably would never convince the boys to stay in a Little Mermaid room. So since it was a girls' trip, we decided to do that.
Oh, that is awesome. Hey, Jason, if you're watching, which I know you are, we should go stay in a Little Mermaid room.
Yes, you should.
What the one and only time I went to Walt Disney World with my sister, I don't remember. We stayed at the Dolphin, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Which is that considered off-site? I don't know, but we had all the perks. The only thing we didn't have was the bus that took us from the airport to our hotel.
Oh, okay.
And I'm okay with
that's
that.
Pretty good too.
Because the trip was actually supposed to be, I think it was me, my sister, and my husband were supposed to go down to Disney, California. We're West Coast people, my sister and I are from California. Anyway, long story, we were supposed to go there, but they closed down for the COVID thing, that thing that shall not be mentioned, in 2020. So my husband, being the dude that he is, he was so kind. He switched, and we were supposed to go for a Halloween boo bash. He switched everything. So my sister and I flew to Florida, and we spent 4 days in Walt Disney World, which I was like, wait, there's only 4 parks. So she and I chose not to go to Epcot. No haters. I didn't know. It was new. But I needed to spend the second day in Magic Kingdom, and it was just amazing. Glad I did that. So let's see. I'm kind of putting up some comments here. Anyway, so he was so kind to us. You know what he did? He got us a car, and it was a nice car. From the airport to our hotel and back. I mean, we're talking one of those, they open the doors for you. You sit in the back.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We were like, pimping big time.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So someone says they'd like to stay at the Art of Animation someday, Devin. Okay, so tell me like details of your trip. Somebody mentioned earlier that they loved the fact that you carried your Dole Whip purse.
Yes, I had this whole Dole Whip outfit. I had my outfits planned like 3 months in advance. But I had the Dole Whip dress and the purse and the headband. And yes, thank you to Kelly at Magical Disney Pals, because she provided me with like the headband and the purse in one of our boxes. So she completed my outfit for me without me even asking.
Hey, can you do me a favor? When we're all done here, will you go on your Instagram and post your picture again of you in your Dole Whip getup?
Oh, definitely. I can do that.
Yeah. So tell me about the trip. What was your favorite park?
Okay, so my favorite part was seeing my mom ride Flight of Passage for the first time, because that ride, I had ridden it. I had gone on a Disney trip several years before, where she didn't go with me. I had gone with a friend, and I rode it for the first time. And as soon as I rode it, I was like, I really want to get my mom on this. And so she rode it, and just seeing her face afterwards, she was like, wow. And we loved it so much that we actually waited in like a 90-minute line twice to ride it 2 times. Because it was just so fantastic. It was worth it. Like, if there's any ride that's worth a long wait, it is that one.
Absolutely. I have my favorite rides. And Flight of Passage was never on it because I had never been to Walt Disney World.
Right.
And so when I went to Magic Kingdom, all the rides are very similar. And then they have the extra parks, which I was like, what? But on the final day, because we met up with Amy, she's a subscriber, going to be a YouTuber very soon, exploring the Magic Way. Hi, Amy. We met up with her and her family, who were so awesome because they actually came to our hotel and picked us up because they had a car.
Fun.
Yeah, so we never had to bus it until the day we were all alone. Anyway, so they were very kind and they took us around, and it was just amazing to go there. I also met Disney Connections there one day. We planned it, hey, we're going to be there too, kind of thing. But sister and we went to the Magic Kingdom. We were by ourselves on our last day. And we went on Flights of Passage. We waited, I don't know, sis, how long do we wait? But we didn't care. That ride, when I got off it, I went like this. Soarin' is done.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can attest to this, but I said it's not a ride, it's an experience. Because every one of your, look, somebody's saying hi. Oh, what a great memory. Okay, that is not the one I want to highlight. This is the young lady I want to highlight, by the way, real quick, because she has reached out and she's like, I'm so glad you're coming back on YouTube. And thank you, Lizzie. I'm so glad you reached out. That was awesome. Anyway, okay. Jason says, hi, Lizzie. Okay, so went on that ride, every sense. You get hit with something, your nose, your, oh my God, tactile. It is just a ride above rides. I would love if other rides followed that, and I would love to see that in Disneyland.
Yes, that would be perfect for you.
Yes, that would. Well, over here on the West Coast, if they want to build another park, I'll take it.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay,
but it's really immersive.
Totally. When I was on that ride, I got stuck, and I think I've told this story before. But you're sitting on is it a horse? What is that thing called again?
The Banshee.
You're sitting on the Banshee, right? And something comes around your back, and something comes around your calves. And again, it was social distancing. So we were kind of maybe 4 people in this whole row. And again, you're in a row all by yourself, nobody else. So there was 4 people in this little area. And they all get out and they start going. And I'm like, I was stuck. And they're like, quit playing around. You know, like, because we got to know.
Oh, no.
Quit playing around. Get out. And I go, you guys, I'm stuck. I can't. They're like, quit playing around. You know, get out. And my sister's like, come on. I go, I'm stuck. And the guy that I met, you know, I don't know his name, but we hung out. He big guy.
Right.
Like, you know, he tried pulling on it, couldn't get it out. And all of a sudden the next group's coming in. And I'm like, I'm stuck.
Oh.
I'll ride it again. I'm stuck.
Okay,
And the guy,
so weird.
Sorry, I'm really stuck. I'm not trying to play. He comes and it's just like this, push it forward a bit and then pull it back.
Oh my goodness. It's like those little things, you know, that they give you when you're a kid, you know what I'm talking about, where you can pull it and yeah.
Yes. You know, and if you're sitting there, how would I be able to fix that? Because I can't go behind the seat and push and pull. But now, you guys, here's my little public service announcement. And you can thank me if this ever happens to you. If you get stuck on that ride and it will not release your back, have someone next to you come in and just give it a little push and a pull. You'll get out.
Oh, wow.
I know. You guys can thank me later for if you ever get stuck on that.
Real insider tips.
Yes. Insider tips. I should do a video about that.
Yes, you should.
Oh, Gina says she loved it so much that it was her favorite ride. Yes, it was, huh?
It's amazing.
And did you know that in Animal Kingdom is the only place that you can get gluten-free churros?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my sister's gluten-free, so she really researched that. And so it was like, I don't care what we do, we're going to Animal Kingdom and getting this girl a gluten-free churro. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
Oh, good.
Tamara says, no, she's going to go over there and ride that ride, and she's going to not get stuck. But if she does, you know, anyway.
She knows how to get out.
Okay. Yes. So your mom riding next. Let's see. Tell me what else. What is did we say your favorite park?
My favorite park is Magic Kingdom. I'm just, you know, old-fashioned like that. I just love the fantasy and, you know, the castle and seeing the princesses and all that good stuff. I'm a kid at heart.
Wait till that comes back. Yeah.
So
you're hey, polka dots and pixie dust. Hello. Okay. Favorite ride in Magic Kingdom?
Oh, my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom. Oh, that's a hard one. It's changed so many times as I've been growing up. When I was little, my very first roller coaster was Thunder Mountain. So for years, that was my favorite ride. And then it was Splash Mountain. And then I loved, what's it called? Carousel of Progress. Yes, there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. It's so quaint. I just love it.
I've never been on it.
Really? I mean,
we didn't go to
definitely like outdated a little bit and everything, but I love it. It's just so, it makes me happy.
See, are they updating it? Someone said it's going to close and they're going to update it.
Oh, I haven't heard that. That would be cool if they did.
Okay, so my sister and I chose not to go to that. This was when you had to make reservations. We chose not to go to that park because all I ever saw, and I think Sis was just kind of gosh or whatever, was I always thought it was about food and wine and art. And so I was like, I don't want to go eat food and wine. I don't drink. I partake, but I don't need to go walk around Disney drinking.
Right.
And so we chose not to, but wait, is Carousel of Progress in Magic Kingdom?
Yes, it's in Magic Kingdom. It's in Tomorrowland. It's back behind, like, it's over beside Space Mountain and back behind Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, okay. I have a dumb question. What is the ride that's in that big Epcot ball?
That's Spaceship Earth. That one's good too. I like
Oh,
that ride.
Ryan, I'm so sorry. Next time I go to Disney World, maybe you'll have to be there and show me around. Yeah, they said the carousel was closed when we went there. Thank you so much for telling me I'm thinking of the wrong ride. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Okay, so Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain?
Oh goodness, Thunder Mountain. Yeah, definitely Thunder Mountain. I love the
Yeah.
whole hold on to your hats. You know,
You're in the
narration
wildest
of
ride on the list. Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
okay, I'm going to put this out to our viewers today. Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain?
Ooh, I want to know what people say.
Yeah. Okay. Why the name Dole Whip a Day? Because I want to hear your story.
Yes, of course. So the name Dole Whip a Day actually comes from my story about my eating disorder. So when I was a little kid, me and my family loved Disney, and we went to Disney every year. And one year, my mom discovered Dole Whip, and it wasn't like the big thing. It was, we liked Dole Whip before it was cool, that kind of thing.
Right on, girl.
That's right. And we told everybody about it. We loved Dole Whip. That was like one of the things that we had to do whenever we went to Disney. And so when a couple of years ago, when I went into treatment for my eating disorder, I had gone through all this stuff, the feeding tube and a wheelchair and like all this stuff. And finally I had gotten stable enough to like go out places. And so my treatment center took me to a restaurant. And that was really nerve-wracking for me at the time because, I hadn't done that in a really long time. And it was a scary experience. So we went to a restaurant, and I was looking around the restaurant nervous and everything. And I saw an ice cream machine in the back. And at the top of the ice cream said pineapple Dole Whip. And and I was like, what? Because Dole Whip like that, it's not just something you can find anywhere and everywhere. It's hard to come by. And I was like, wow, I think I actually want some of that. And I asked for some, and I ate it all, which was like the first thing that I had the first full food item that I had completed since I had been there. And so when I started my channel, I wanted it to be a mix of Disney and recovery. And so Dole Whip just seemed like the perfect name for it.
Because when we hear Dole Whip a Day, like I've got tears in my eyes right now. When we hear Dole Whip a Day, we think Disney only. And yes, there's places you can buy pineapple frozen yogurts or whatever. And I really just thought that it was like your favorite treat at Disney World or what have you. But there is so much meaning behind the Dole Whip.
Yes, Dole Whip is truly, like, I call it a lifesaver. Like I tell people, this is how Dole Whip saved my life, because kind of it did.
Oh my gosh. I'm kind of speechless. Oh God, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Literally, guys, you have, Rebekah, you have made me utterly speechless. I really don't even know the next question to ask you right now. Because I don't want to cry. Okay. So, let's talk about Disney. So now you go into, what is that called? The Hollywood Studios.
Yes. Okay. So I got up really early that morning. I had been watching YouTube videos on how to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group. And I got up super early that morning. I went down to like the pool area because Wi-Fi was better down there. And me and a couple of other people were there. And you could see everybody on their phones trying to get their boarding group. And I got a boarding group. And I got a good one. I got like boarding group 97 or something like that. So I got a really good one. And so we went to Hollywood Studios. We went on Rise of the Resistance, and it was, wow, like nothing I've ever seen before. And we also got to build a droid, which was so fun. I should have brought my droid to show you guys. I'll put a picture of it on Instagram too.
Wait,
Um,
was that part of the package, or is that something you did?
that was something I did, just, separately.
It's
But
cute.
it was so fun. And I named it R2K4 since I teach K4.
Okay, I wondered about that. That makes sense now.
But that was so fun. Oh, and we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But it was really funny because it was a super hot day that day. Like the vlog for it will be coming out soon. So you guys will see that day was just like oppressively hot. And we waited in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for about an hour, and then they came up and said that it had shut down. Well, we still waited for a little while to see if it would open back up, but it never did. So we eventually just left the line. Well, later we came back and got back in line and waited for about an hour. We got on the car, we took off, and we were about 30 seconds into the ride when it shut down. And we had to be evacuated.
Did they make you sit there for a little while and just look at the scene before they? Oh.
Yeah, and so I was like, "Really, is this happening?" And then they gave us a fast pass. So later in the day, we decided to use our fast pass to go back on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and I loved it. It's such a cute ride.
Yeah, I don't understand the technology because it's like a roller coaster, but there's no
track.
There's no roller.
Yeah, it's really neat. And I love, like, for those of you who have been on it, I love like Daisy's dance scene. That was so fun when you're like doing the cha-cha or whatever and the car's moving. That was so fun.
What ride is this? The Rise of the Resistance? What ride is it that for the Star Wars it also does that?
It's Rise of the Resistance.
Okay. Yeah. What did you think of that ride?
I liked it. It was really fun. And it was cool how the cast members were in character, because that's what I always loved about the Great Movie Ride, was how there was like a shtick where the person took over your car and, all that. So it kind of reminded me of that in that way. I remember when we were going from one part of Rise of the Resistance to the next part, you had the First Order people, the First Order cast members that were like fussing at you and stuff. And this one First Order cast member came up and she was like, "I need a party of 2. Are there any parties of 2?" And somebody raised their hand and said, "I'm a party of 3." And she said, "Why would you say you're a party of 3 when I asked for a party of 2?
I mean, okay, yeah, I probably would say that too. She said 2.
That's right. She's just speaking her mind. It must be so nice to work on those kinds of rides where you can tell people how you feel.
Hey, Seth, I just wanted to say hi. Seth, I believe you're a new subscriber to me, and this is probably your first time on my live feed. So thank you so much for coming in. This is Rebekah. She runs. How do I say it? Owns the channel. She has her YouTube channel is Dole Whip a Day, and she has some very inspirational stories and whatnot. So again, go check her out, Seth. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Hey, you know what? Better late than never.
It's good to have you here.
Yes. Jason says, welcome. Hi, Seth. Okay. So did you go on that ride where you have to push buttons and drive and do all this stuff?
Oh, we didn't get a chance to do that one. Like I said, that day, that park was really hot and really crowded. So we didn't get to do everything that we wanted to. But I say, that's just a reason to go back again.
Yes. I don't do well in the heat. So I think I'd have to go back during the fall time. I don't mind rain. I live in the Pacific Northwest where it rains like all the time. As a matter of fact, it rained on us when we were there. And I was just like, who cares? Let's go. And
that's right. And everybody's leaving and you're like, shorter lines. Yay.
Yes. We did that mine train.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. One thing about riding a roller coaster when it's raining is it feels like you're getting pelted with little razor blades. Because you're going so fast and they're like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would do it again. I would totally do it again. Yes. When I went on it, I had Exploring the Magic. Amy, her son, who was probably like 5, maybe at the time, he was the
Mhm.
pilot. I have decided no haters, okay? I don't like that ride. And I think it was the Siskateers that were talking about this the other day. And I was like, shame on you for saying you don't like it. But their points were very valid. Is God, I hope it was them. You have to focus on doing things like driving
Uh-huh.
because that's legit. And you have to hit
Wow.
button because that's all legit. And so I
That's
was so
cool.
focused on I have to hit my red button. I'm looking over here that I really didn't enjoy the ride.
You couldn't just experience it.
Correct. Because I was like looking over at the pilot. I was looking at my sister and I was making sure I was hitting my red button. And yeah, so I'll go on it, but I'm not going to be like, ooh.
Right. And especially if you're the pilot, I bet, because then you really are trying to just not crash.
Yeah. And like I said, Joseph, he was 5 years old. I don't even remember if we crashed or not because I was so busy trying to fire my gun. So
I've heard that the kids are usually really good at that ride because they're so used to like their video games and stuff that they're good at.
honestly, I wouldn't know. I was so busy focused on hitting my button, making sure I'm firing my guns or whatever it was. Oh yeah. Okay. I want to say your favorite treat in Disneyland is Dole Whip.
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely. I love Dole Whip.
Oh, me too. It is the best ever. As a matter of fact, there's a little frozen yogurt stand around here or shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, honey, it's Dole Whip time. And we'll go, I'll get one. He doesn't.
Oh, how awesome.
It makes me sad because I want to go so bad.
Yes. Oh, that would be a dream to live right near it.
My goal is to be able to get the parks Disneyland open so I can kind of go whenever I want. I want to fly down there. I want to find like the cheapest airline. And, if I have to tie myself to a bucket and fly next to chickens to get me down there and, find a hostel to stay in, I just want to immerse myself with Disneyland. I mean, world, but Disneyland's right here for me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to be able to go there and I want to just learn and just enjoy. I even tell my husband, exactly. When I'm there, I feel Walt. I just feel, and I say, Walt stood right here.
That's
right
awesome.
here. And that's what I kind of want to do. As a matter of fact, a goal for my birthday a couple of years ago, my husband said, we'll go to Disneyland and do one of those plaid tours that are like insanely expensive.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I want to do that. And so we invited another YouTuber back before I was really big or anything. I'm not even big, but to come along. We told them, you're coming with us. And they said yes. And we haven't forgotten. It's been like 2 years, but we're on it,
You still have to go. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's something that you guys have that we don't have here at Disney World is that ability to say, Walt stood right here. And that's something that I want to experience one day. I would love to get to Disneyland and just soak in that reality.
Oh my gosh, really? Well, you know what? Let's do this. When you ever make a plan, let me know and I'll have my husband. I'll have my what are they called? Travel agent Jason get me there. You guys, I know there's a lot of people on the feed here who have been to Disneyland, but when you walk into Disneyland as opposed to Disney World, it truly feels different. His apartment's like right there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, love it.
Wow.
Do you like Animal Kingdom?
I do like Animal Kingdom. We didn't do much there this time because that day it was very rainy. And Animal Kingdom is a park that if it rains, a lot of stuff closes down because a lot of stuff is outdoors. So we really, I think, what did we do? We did Flight of Passage twice and we did Navi River Journey. And that might be everything that we did in Animal Kingdom. I did try a Night Blossom, the slushy drink in Pandora that I was looking forward to trying. And it didn't disappoint either. I thought it was really good.
I made those on my channel one time.
You did?
Yeah.
I need to look that up.
Was between, Shack Saturday and I was working my way through a cookbook, and that was one of them. But you have to go check it out. Anyway, it was a while back, and I need to get back into my Snack Shack Saturday and post me trying to cook.
Yes, that would be awesome. I need to go look up that video.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me what you felt about the Night Blossom.
I really liked it, but what was so weird for me was that everybody had talked about how sweet it was. So I was expecting to like knock out my teeth sweet. I thought it was tart.
Yes, like, that's always go like this.
Yeah,
because it gets that little jaw. Yes. Yeah. Oh, someone says they miss Snack Shack Saturday. Oh, what is the difference between a plaid tour and a walk in Walt's steps? Because I want to know. So you might have to, Selma, you might have to contact me and let me know what the difference is. Because I want to know. I want to go into Walt's apartment, actually. So
you got to figure out which one you want to go on.
Exactly. Because I know I don't care about the rides. I want to know more about Disney. Yes. So okay.
Like the history and the behind the scenes.
Yes. I think it's Disney Studios. They obviously have redone it and remodeled and rebuilt and everything, but there is one staircase, and it's just one of those 5 or 6 staircases. So it's a short staircase that they didn't remodel. And so it's that old school, like linoleum with like the metal on the edge of the steps. And I'm like, I would give anything to be able to go to those stairs and just sit and be like, wow. Walt literally walked on these steps right here.
Oh, I'm getting cold chills.
I want to do that. So if there's anybody out there that has connections to give me a Walt Disney tour, and I know they exist because that's how I learned. I don't know, but anyway, you guys, that would be a dream.
Wow.
Yes.
That is so cool. I didn't know that. That's really amazing.
Yeah. Ooh, we try to do it together.
Yes, that sounds so fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see here. We've got about 8 minutes left. What do you have coming up?
So just like on my channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything special?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. So I had the rest of my vlogs coming out for my Disney trip. They are coming out kind of sporadically because I'm actually having to go to work to edit them because my computer doesn't have enough space on it for me to import all the video files that I need to edit it. So I have to go to a desktop computer. And so they come out as I'm able to like get to work and edit them and then post them. So those are coming. I have some box swaps coming up. I have, I think, 2 in August. And then there's something else. I might have a few more unboxings that are on the way. So, okay. And then I do plan to have some more mental health stuff coming out soon as well.
Well, I was going to we touched on that. And I know Leslie through the Looking Glass does a Mental Health Monday. And I reached out to her and said, hey, would you mind, when I was going through my tough time here recently, would you mind if I kind of did something similar? I mean, clearly I don't want to step on her toes. And we talked about it. And she's like, well, I do this to help other people, so I'm not going to tell you no. Right. And I said, well, I would totally talk about you. But I feel like it would be is the word cathartic, to just get out there and talk to you guys because you're like my family. So you also do something like that, but you're not on a regiment. You do it when you feel like it, right?
Right, exactly. Whenever I feel a topic coming on, for me, YouTube is very much an outlet. And I definitely I love growing my channel. I love doing things to grow my channel. But at the same time, I really I don't want it to become a chore. You know what I mean? I want it to stay fun. And so I just post whenever I feel like it. I don't have a strict schedule or anything. Maybe one day I'll buckle down and do that. But right now it's just about, just a creative outlet. When I was a kid, I loved doing all kinds of creative things. And as you grow up and get to be an adult, you don't have as many opportunities for that. So this is one of, it's an opportunity for that.
Oh, that's it. That's why I started. It's because you want to get the creativeness out and you want to meet people. And this community is amazing. That's why
so amazing.
I know I love everybody. No, I'm just kidding about that. Okay, so I want to mention again, this community, I love you guys, and I feel like you guys are family. I started the community pin board. I don't collect pins because I know I would go crazy, and you guys, you have no idea. If I got like 3 princesses, I would have to spend my last dollar on trying to collect the whole set. So instead of doing that, I have put out that I want to do a community family pin board. And I have a very large cork board that's been on my wall for years, even before YouTube. And I want to fill it with pins from subscribers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I want to know like, oh, hey, Ginger, I saw this pin at Disney World and I thought of you. So hi. And then I put it up there and I will always remember. And I want to make little tags as to where they came from and from who. So I'm hoping it's a pretty big cork board. And I'm sorry, but I would really love to fill that with subscriber pins. And then it's like our community board. So yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right, you guys, it's almost time for us to go. I definitely want to say, Rebekah, you have been such an amazing co-host. I really, really appreciate you putting out your personal issues out there because you are bringing things to light. And I really appreciate you showing off your struggles and seeing where you are today. I think you're just amazing. So thank you for that. And you are truly an inspiration.
Well, thank you so much. It means so much to hear that. And you and all the comments, you all have blessed me so much today and a lot of times, not just today. I'm really grateful for this community too. And I'm grateful for you, Ginger. I love the way that you bring people together. And I admire that so, so much in you. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you. I was worried about today, so you made it really easy. So I appreciate that. I do have a couple of friends. Jamie over at Jamie's Disney, Disney Kingdom, Jamie's Disney Kingdom is hosting a live show right after this one, you guys. So go over to his channel and take a look-see. He has special guest Vicky from Vicky's Tigger Tales. I told him I would give him a shout out. You guys just go over and say hi to him. Again, we're all a big, lovely community. So thank you so much, Rebekah, for showing up. For accepting this invitation. You guys, thank you so much. Please, please, please go down and hit the like button. Don't forget to leave comments. Those are awesome too after this video is over. And you guys go check out Rebekah at a Dole Whip or at Dole Whip a Day.
Yes, Dole Whip a Day.
No A. I keep wanting to put an A in there. And I love the story of your Dole Whip. So thank you so much. And everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Oh, Rebekah, look at this. These people love you.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. No.
Well, you're truly an inspiration. So again, you guys go check out Rebekah Dole Whip a Day. And then right now, go over and check out Jamie's Disney Kingdom. He's going to be hosting Vicky's Tigger Tales on there. So, guys, go sub to Rebekah. Amen, right? Yadi says hello. You guys have a great day, y'all. Let's see here. What did Gina say? What a great live show today. Oh, thank you for being so inspirational. And I saw earlier someone said that you have been the best guest. I mean, I have lovely guests on, but somebody, I don't know, really appreciated you being there today. So with that, you guys, I want to say thank you so much. And remember, have the courage to be kind. It's so easy and so whatever to be mean to people. You can snap like that, but it does take courage to just be kind, and it doesn't cost a thing. Just be kind. All right,
and everybody needs that.
I know, right? There's no need to be mean to people. All right, with that being said, I again want to appreciate you. Look, all these people still talking. I love you guys. Rebekah loves you guys. All right, ta-ta for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.